Hi.
Hi. So basically, we are doing a sneak peek into our lovely lives as wellness coaches. Me and Marta will be breaking down the meeting
Okay. Let me
into different
fix the internet.
sections. So, how we really want to start is doing an introduction of who we are and why we got into this, and a little bit of an overview of how long we've been doing this. So me and Marta are definitely quite different on that aspect. So my name's Anke, and basically I've been doing coaching since, wow, I started in September technically, but I didn't actually get into the role of coaching until I learned a lot more about it closer to October, November time, so not much after. Since I've been doing it, my entire lifestyle's changed. I used to be into fitness quite a long time ago, and kind of fell out of love with it. But since going through a bit of a hard time last year and needing something to get me out of the rut that I was in, basically, I found this. I found my coach, and she helped me get into the fitness side of things. And I was basically introduced into this absolutely amazing team. Marta's on it, Taysha, you're on it as well, and everyone is absolutely amazing, and you just get so much help and so welcomed. So that's basically how I got into it. I was stuck in a rut. I needed some help going through severe depression, severe anxiety, and I couldn't wish for a better place than I am currently in. And I'm so excited to see what the years ahead of me actually brings. And I've actually got so many plans to develop on everything. So yeah, really excited. So Marta, how about yourself?
Okay, so I am a teacher in trade originally, and as much as I love teaching because I love the opportunity to work with people one-on-one, and especially high school students, I found that over the years it was becoming very mentally exhausting and even physically exhausting of my time, taking up a lot of my time after hours at home from my family and so on. And last year, I actually had to take a mental leave, a stress leave from work. And it's not something that I would have thought would have happened to me. I was just going through some physical changes in my life, and I couldn't account for them. So when I went to my family doctor, they basically diagnosed me with mild depression and anxiety and stress. And I was actually shocked because I didn't think, like, I don't wake up crying and not wanting to go into work. Like I know, like, the regular days that most people have, like, oh, I don't want to go to work, it's a Monday kind of thing. But I found that my energy was very drained. Like, I'd come home from teaching and that's it. I would crash on the bed and I would sleep until the very next morning, then get up again, go for teaching and so on. And it was very mundane. Like, there wasn't very much in my life that was exciting. So I did have to take a leave. And while I was on leave, I just happened to come across a post online that talked about, becoming a wellness mentor, helping others, work on your own physical self, fitness-wise, nutrition-wise, and especially mindset-wise. And that's something that I needed to do. My doctor had even said, like, you need to work on personal development, thinking more positively about life, and actually get physical, because doing physical activity helps stimulate the brain to be happier, to produce the hormones and the serotonin that I would need to be happier, to be more energetic and so on. So when I first started this journey, it was more of a challenger where I was working on myself. And I found that throughout the process of working on myself, I really enjoyed the results that I got from it. And the opportunities to meet different people, the opportunities to, like, meet them not only online, but in person. We went on a summit trip last year and I got to meet Tasha there and a couple of my other coaches. And it was just something that I wanted to share with everyone. I wanted the opportunity for everyone to experience exactly what I have experienced. And that's why I've decided to start this as a business of my own, so that I can give everybody that opportunity.
Yeah, and you know, I very, like I said, I'm very similar to Marta. I think we both kind of got into this in similar ways, and like she works with people on a daily basis. She works with children, which hats off to her, because I don't think I could do that myself. I work customers face to face, and like in the financial industry, and it is hard work, and like we've both said, like getting into this has completely changed our lives. And I know for me, I'd love to be able to go into this full time eventually. It's my goal within the next 2 years, and I'm sure Marta's probably along the similar line, but she's probably closer to it. But yeah, it's a complete roller coaster, but it's so much fun. Like I know I have a lot of fun with it, and Tasha, you've been doing it for a little bit. Marta, like you've done it a lot longer, but it is just so much fun. Absolutely amazing. So as we kind of said, we want to give you an overview of like everything we do in as much detail as we possibly can. It's a bit of information, but we're going to give you a really nice breakdown to it. So Marta's actually going to kick off with what it is that we do and how we do it. So I'll hand over to you, Marta.
Thank you. All right. So you probably already follow us on Instagram or on Facebook, and you can basically see what it is that we do. We post about our journeys on social media. So as wellness mentors, positivity coaches, we show people our journey from beginning to eternal end, because it never finishes. And just the struggles up and down throughout our journeys of getting physically better, nutritionally better, mindset, personal development, all the different books that we read, the audio books we listen to, the videos we watch, the workout programs that we do. We get to post about that stuff, and it's in a way to help others realize that you have an opportunity to improve yourselves, to give time to yourself. Just like, you know, a lot of us say we're too busy. I'm a mom with kids. I have a full-time career. I already own a business, this and that. But it's amazing how all of us pretty much on here have full-time positions already, and we still find the time to do this, because it's not only another job for us, it's a lifestyle. And we want to show everyone that it's possible to take a little bit of time every day for yourself. If you can dedicate at least an hour a day to doing this, and that includes, a 30-minute workout, maybe 20 minutes of meal prepping and planning, so that on a Sunday you can cook all your food that you want for the week, and then even just the rest of the time being on social media, connecting with people, talking with them, giving them advice, just showing that your different workout clips, different ideas that you can do, different recipes. I mean, it's almost like a Pinterest type idea where we just share all of our resources together, but we do it in a way that we want to motivate other people to do it as well. And we want to encourage everyone to live this lifestyle, because it's not only helping yourself, but helping other people helps you as well, kind of thing. Like, you feel happy when other people are happy, and we're this large community. It's almost like a family that we're all doing this together. And like how we do it is we do it online. You choose a platform that works best for you. So I currently use Instagram and a little bit of Facebook, but we have other mentors and coaches that use mostly Facebook. We have others that use LinkedIn, Twitter. I've heard Snapchat. There's Triller, there's TikTok as well. I mean, there's mentors everywhere, and depending on what you're comfortable with sharing, that's what you can use as your platform for your business storefront. Basically, people come to your store, come to you to see what you have to offer, and you basically show your life. And what we like to do also is not just talk about our fitness and nutrition and stuff, but talk about life, time with family, time with friends, our other jobs that we do, just going out on a daily basis, the traveling that we do. Like, this is a wholesome lifestyle that we want to be able to share with everyone. And all of that, as much as some people say, I'm a little shy, I'm you know, I don't think I can come out like that. You already do it. You're already on Instagram. If you have an Instagram account, if you have a Facebook account, you're already sharing everything with your friends and family. And that's basically what it is you're doing. Only now you have an opportunity to pay it forward and do good for other people and possibly even make a substantial income out of it. All right.
Yeah, I think you got all that. Like, at the moment, I only use Instagram at the moment. Like, I'm still learning to expand myself. I'm trying to go into Facebook a little bit more. I keep meaning to set up my Facebook page for it all, and I have Facebook groups, like we all do, really. But yeah, everyone uses so many different platforms for what they want to do. And you know what, like, how people do it on LinkedIn and Twitter and everything's absolutely amazing. And that's literally the areas you can spread into. And I think that's great, really. But I like Instagram because it's easy to use. You can put your pictures up, you can do your videos, and it's got loads of quirky things on it as well. And it's easy to connect with people on, especially with people that have similar interests in you. So yeah, it's pretty good how we do it all, really.
It's make it your own. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just explore your own world.
Yeah.
Damn cat! Sorry, cat's trying to get into the picture. So what I'm going to go on to next, after being interrupted by my cat, is basically when we do this. So Marta did kind of say, like, we do it whenever. Literally, like, there's so many of us that are either full-time mums, full-time workers, full-time mums and full-time workers combined. Like, we have so many people in our group that just do so many different things. Like, I'm a full-time worker, Marta's a full-time worker. My kid is basically my cat, who's just tried interrupting me. But we all do it in, like, different ways. Like, I work full-time. I work 7.5, maybe 8 hours a day. So when I get up, I get like a half an hour bus into work. When I'm on that bus, I am doing what I do. On my lunch hour, I'm doing what I do. After work, I do what I do. On my days off, I do what I do. Like, we all, like, squeeze it in because we have that much passion for all of it, and we will find the time. Like, I've not been well for a couple of days and not been able to do much, but no matter what, you wouldn't find me without having my laptop on my lap and my phone in my hand and a pile of notebooks absolutely everywhere. So even though, like, still getting to work, I still always find the time to do it. And I know we all have that massive passion to make sure that we are doing it. And Marta, I'm sure you'd absolutely agree.
Oh yeah. And yeah. I mean, we always have our phones on us. So if you're using Instagram, you basically are walking around with your business. And like you had said, you do a little bit at lunch, you do a little bit on the morning, bus ride. You know, I do it on my break as well. And it doesn't feel like, oh, I have to get my job done and do this. I'm already on Instagram. I'm already sharing to my friends, you know, oh, look at this funny meme that I found, or, you know, this is a picture of the awesome cool cocktail that I got at the restaurant, or, you know, I'm taking a selfie picture with my friends. Like, I'm already doing that stuff, and I'm just now sharing it with everyone else out there publicly to see that, like, just because I am a wellness mentor doesn't mean that that's all I care about. I post about everything in my life, and it's whenever you give the time. We do have like a little tracking system that tells us, like, gives us an idea of what we should post about, what we should talk about, who we should, you know, look at reaching out and engaging with. So we do have like a little checklist that we go through each day. And like I had mentioned before, they recommend that you can maybe put aside at least an hour to get everything done on that list, but it doesn't have to be a full on hour in that day. It can be broken up into little sections whenever you have the time. And I mean, even when I'm sitting with my husband and watching a movie or TV, I have a short attention span anyway, and I always end up being on my phone. So I mean, I can, okay, post a little bit about this, look at someone else's Instagram. And that's the point too, is that I'm making connections, I'm making friends. So it's not like a robotic process where I'm just going door to door, knocking, selling something. It's not like that at all. I am making connections with people. I am genuinely helping them, wanting to know about their life. They might not be interested in, you know, becoming a wellness mentor or even working on their own health personally at that moment, but there's something that they have, you know, a question about. I'm willing to help them with whatever knowledge I have, even though, you know, they might not become a client until a year or two later or ever. But it's the passion that we have, that we want to be able to share it. And it doesn't matter, whatever time you find, that's how much you put into it. And you make it your own. So the more time you put into it, the more you might get back from it. If you can only put in a little time, then that's all you can. That's fine. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, and that's literally all we do. Like we do have people that do this full time in the business now, but they have been doing it a lot longer. But like the ones that are still working or still running after around kiddies or both, like it's you make the time because you enjoy it, and you're not forced to do so. As Marta said, like you can do it whenever you want to, and you know what, you're on social media anyway, so why not do it and do something that you enjoy and connect with people. And actually the amount of people you do connect with, even if they don't join and become a client like straight away, you build an amazing bond with people, and it's absolutely great. Like I've met a couple of people that, you know, they're not so much interested at the moment, but they drop a message now and again and ask how I am, and we like have that little bit of a bond and a relationship, and it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's literally, you just do it when you want to do it, like your lunch hours, before work, after work, weekends, when you're sat watching a movie and you've got a short attention span. Like I went to the cinema like twice in the past like month or two, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely loved the film, but all I wanted to do was get my phone out and do what I absolutely love. But I think you can actually get thrown out of a cinema nowadays for doing that, so yeah. I didn't, but I wanted to, because I have such a massive passion for all of this, and that is a great thing. You do it when you want, it's your business, and you work the hours you want to work. So yeah, that's yeah, pretty much I think that's when we all do it.
Yeah. So what's included in all this is that when you become a wellness mentor, you purchase a starter kit, and in that starter kit gives you access to over 100 different types of workout programs, and each workout program has a nutrition plan to follow along with it. We also have extra nutrition plans that you can look into later on to add to your kit if you wanted to. But you, like we were talking about this business, you make it your own. You can go through the different workouts and kind of choose one that fits you best. And that's where we, as your mentors, would come in to help assist you in finding something that is more customizable to you. So if you prefer doing more cardio work or doing lifting or doing dancing, right now we have a program that's barre, so it mixes ballet and Pilates and yoga together. We just currently finished, prior to that, Morning Meltdown 100. So it was a challenge of doing 100 workouts, not necessarily 100 days straight, but 100 workouts within one session, a couple months or whatever. But you get to choose what program fits best with you. Then there's nutrition plans that go along with it. You also get a 30-day supply of our superfood, which honestly, I can't even talk about how amazing it is, because prior to starting this, having gone to see my doctors about all the different anxiety, stress levels, this, that, maybe you're low in energy, maybe you're low in iron, you're not sleeping well, this and that. I had pill bottles lining the shelf of my in the counter in my kitchen of all the different types of supplements and vitamins that I need to take daily because, you know, I get headaches, migraines, this, that, and whatever. And this shake eliminated all those. So I have this superfood shake once a day for breakfast mostly, because I have a hard time eating solid food in the morning. So I have myself a shake. And if I ever crave any junk food or sugar or anything that I know I shouldn't, and I have the willpower to stop myself from eating, I'll have another shake. And literally, it has helped me gain energy. It has helped me get rid of all the supplements that I needed to take prior to this. It keeps you regular, so you're healthy digestively, and you have access to, and that's what also drives a lot of the results that we get through these programs. You also get access to several of our websites for training purposes. So you get social media training, you get, you can sign up for specific program training. So you become a master trainer in one of the workout programs or nutrition plans. You can also get access to all of our virtual gyms. So we run challenge groups and virtual gyms on Facebook to help bring people together to work out together. They're private groups. So, I mean, whoever you invite that has these programs would come onto these groups, and they feel secure and safe and are able to build up confidence within these groups because it's just the women and men that decide to do that group. So we have different groups for different genres and different, you know, people that do different programs. So we have one for just men, we have one for just women, we have a mix, we have one for the bar blend, one for, you know, the MM100, one for, I think the newest one is the work, and so on. Like different, you have access to all of those, like for unlimited amount of time. You can also choose to run your own. So we give you all the training on that. We get weekly calls for business building. You have the opportunity to go on different work business events and travel. You can earn free trips. You get a lot of the training we do online through our Facebook and our website. So there's a 20-day business starter website that we have that gives you, you know, day-by-day instructions on how to kind of get jump started in this. You have access to all other wellness mentors and coaches as well. So if there's something that you're struggling on doing, how to reach out to someone, how to talk to someone, how to make visuals for your business, how to post pictures, what to do, you know, how to make them look pretty and all that stuff. Like we have all that. It's like ridiculous amounts of resources that I haven't even been able to get through this. And I've been doing this for a year, and it's just all accessible to us. Am I missing something here? What else is included? So we got the workouts, we got the nutrition plans, we've got the shake, we've got the resources and training, and the amount of personal development. It's like, I can't stress enough. I know this is sort of like our Beachbody thing is sort of like a fitness nutrition idea that people think we are mostly focused on, but it's not. The main focus, I believe, is mindset, personal development. If you are positive and well up here, everything else follows. Your physical self will fall into place. Your nutrition will fall into place, because you need to really love yourself first. You need to want to take care of yourself, right? So all that, we offer a lot of that mindset, that pushing that, you know, sometimes we're stuck on a plateau or we don't know what to do or we're in a rut. All of these mentors that we have on these sites are just amazing supports. You would think, like, how can these strangers, you know, offer me this help? They don't know who I am, you know, they don't know what I've struggled through, but you would be amazed to see how many people have gone through similar struggles as you. Like, I honestly, for Anke and I to have met together and found out that, like, we both had to go through a stress leave at work that led us to becoming these mentors. And like, honestly, we hadn't discussed that prior to deciding to do one of these phone calls, right? So it's the amount of support that's there is just astonishing. And I think I'm closer with a lot of people online than I am with my own friends back home. So
I agree with that, actually. I think I have a better bond with most people on here than I do in person.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Like everything that you do get, everything you get involved in, it you know, it's almost hard to describe because you can't really believe it until you do it. And then that's like when I got into it, I was just like, wow, the amount I get, I think better support from all of like you guys in the team and everybody else than I think I do get on a daily basis in human contact. It is like pretty amazing, everything that you get, and then like everything that's included. You get the full training, as Marta said, and like you can spread it out and you can do bit by bit and get help from your coach and everything. So it is phenomenal what you do get. So excuse me. So the lovely next bit that everyone always has like an inkling to know is basically how we make our money. So how we earn. So the main top thing of this is your commission, basically. When we enroll somebody, we get a 25% commission on the challenge packs. And then one interesting thing that actually weirdly I didn't know, thank you Marta, is that when we get our people that we enroll, when they do membership renewals, you actually get like a 40% commission on that as well. So that was something new for me to learn not long ago, and I thought, oh, that's actually pretty good. Because most of the time when you look at things like these with different companies, like you don't actually get anything, and then some of that stuff, it kind of like phases off and it's not actually as big as you think it is, whereas this is just like, it's so worldwide, it's amazing. And everyone loves it because it's fitness and nutrition and healthy eating. So when you get the commission from that, it's super rewarding. The next thing down from that is called residual income. So this one's a little bit more harder to more complicated to explain. So basically, your residual income is when you enroll people as coaches, and then they enroll people, and so on and so forth. That income that coach earns, you then earn an income off, and then it kind of just builds up. And as you build, you get more customers, and they will enroll people, and then their people will enroll people, and you earn residual income from your own team that you build almost. And that is basically residual income. Have I missed anything on the residual income, Marta?
No, I think
that's
the idea is that like if you are able to help 3 people a month, and that's all that's like required minimally. I mean, there's coaches that go above and beyond that, but if you're able to help 3 people a month, then you make commission off those 3 people. Then the following month, when they renew and get their subscription again, you make a 25% commission off their purchases, if they choose to purchase anything. And then if you enroll another 3 people, then you make a commission off that. And it sort of starts to build, because if you keep helping 3 people every month, and the previous 3 people that you signed on to be coaches continue on, your income starts to grow and grow. And then, like you were saying, if those coaches that you sign on decide to take this business to the next level and start building their own team, you make commission off of those people that signed up, as well as your coach, and so on. So there's so many different ways of making an income from just helping 3 people a month.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's the most complicated one to explain. Thankfully I have Marta with me. But yeah, that's as you start to grow and you start to grow your business, which I think is like the really fun side of everything, other than obviously doing the exercise and everything like that. One of the next things you get, Marta, I did touch down a little bit on this earlier on, is like your bonuses. So you get trips. So this is one of the most amazing parts of it. You get opportunities to travel different places. Sometimes you get them all expense paid, or like, for example, every year Beachbody do an amazing, humongous, which Marta went to last year, called Summit. If you help 3 people in your first, is it 3 months, Marta?
I think 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah. In your first 3 months, basically, you get your ticket paid to go to Summit. You just got to get there. It's absolutely huge. There's thousands of people there. This year it's in New Orleans. And then each year they do it in different places. There's a mixture of people there. You get to do massive workouts with different people. One thing that our coach says that I think is absolutely amazing, and I know I'd definitely cry because I'm a crybaby, is apparently it is so moving because you get that connection with people and you build all these friendships and everyone's just enjoying this amazing opportunity and be able to be a part of this company that does help everyone, basically. So I can't wait to go, so roll on. Other than that, like I said, you get sometimes all expense paid trips. When you start to really build, really help people, you hit the different levels, and the more you get noticed by the company, they give you these amazing rewards. Other than that, with your bonuses, if you hit Success Club with as they call it, so you help 3 people in the first couple of months, you get sent free things, basically. One of the coaches we work with, she received her Success Club coach top the other day. She actually posted it and it's really snazzy. But you get just loads of recognition from the company, and they reward you for doing well. And I can honestly say, where I work, you get some recognition, but you're basically paid to do your job. You don't get much sometimes. I don't know what it's like for you, Marta, but I know for me, I don't get the recognition that I'd like sometimes. So, yeah, it's...
No, yeah, and even as a teacher, I mean, yeah, you get paid a certain amount of money, and I've always worked more hours than what I get paid for as a teacher because I have to stay after school and do marking. I have to work with a student and tutor them. I have to, plan for the next day's work. And in the public's eye, there's not very much recognition. A lot of the public thinks that all this coaching and clubs and before and after school sessions and tutoring is something that's just part of the job, which it's not. It's not even paid for. So the recognition is very, very minimal. And I mean, how many times have I had a student come up to me at the end of the year and say, thank you so much for doing such a great job as a teacher? I don't think I've ever had that happen. I think maybe once after 10 years, a student has come back and said, oh, I had you as a teacher. Thanks so much. This was great. But I mean, it took 10 years to get that recognition. So, and I don't do it for the recognition necessarily, but it feels so good when you do, you accomplish something and you're recognized for it. And I find that Beachbody is really good with that, because as soon as you start right out of the gate, if you get your Success Club and you've helped 3 people, and that could be as simple as helping, my mom, my friend, and her cousin or whatever, just come on and do this. We'll do workouts together. We'll get all together. We'll plan our meals, and it can be your family, your friends, or you can choose to reach out to people on Instagram far away, because this is anybody from the UK, from Canada, and the States that have this opportunity. And we're looking into expanding further, but as of right now, it's just the UK, Canada, and the US. So you can choose to touch base and make clients through your closest friends at home, through your family, or through Instagram online, and right away you get recognition. You get recognition almost every little step of the way, and that kind of feels good. It's almost addicting in a way, because then you want to keep going more and more and more. And in terms of the summit, so I went last year. I met Tasha there, as well as another coach that we kind of combined together and decided to make our own little team. And honestly, before that, I didn't know Tasha at all. I had never met her, but it was when we met there, all the amazing things that we did, we basically bonded together. I would say she's almost a sister to me now. And it is heart touching. Like, it's amazing. So we did a massive workout. We were in Indianapolis, and we went to, I think it was like Central Park, or not Central Park, but it was in the middle of the town where they shut down all the roads, and we did a massive workout. There was 20,000 mentors and coaches, and all at 6 a.m. in the morning, we did an hour-long workout. I mean, not every one of us did the full hour, but it was just so amazing to look around and see all these people. 20,000 people are helping other people get healthy, get better, feel amazing. And it's just, and you think about it in a scale of the world, that's a tiny, tiny portion of the amount of people that live in this world. And we are spreading love everywhere. And it was just amazing. And the opportunities and the workshops that they offer, the VIP access that we get early access to a lot of the programs that they offer, so that we can try them out, test them out, and then, you know, we're better able to help other people because we've had a chance to go through them before they do. So it's just, the opportunities are amazing. I can't even say it.
It's like, it's actually crazy what we do actually get. Like, I don't know any other company that offers this.
Oh, no.
It is absolutely like, yeah, like there's just no word to describe it whatsoever. It's just, it's fun, it's fantastic. And I think, other than like getting the recognition, which I agree with Marta, is not why we do this. We do this because we want to help people, we want to help ourselves, and like make the world a happier, healthy place. Everything else is just a bonus, and what we get, and being a part of the team as well. Like, talking about the trips, one thing I did miss is when you're a part of, like, especially our team is like the biggest like UK team anyway, and we have people from Canada, US and the UK in our team, and we actually do like trips within our team of wherever we are, and that is just even more fun. And like we can arrange trips and go over abroad and different things like that, and it's fun. Like, you get the family friendly aspect towards like everything, so it is phenomenal, really.
It
is, yeah. But other than that, it is what it is. It's as black and white as it comes. Literally. I know we've got some Q&A time with our lovely ladies that we have in there, but I know we've probably been sent some separate Q&As for the ladies that haven't been able to make it.
So yeah, if anyone wants to either type in their question or unmute themselves and ask it, feel free. Otherwise, we can go through a list of some of the questions that we have. And Tasha, I don't know if there's anything that you wanted to add.
Sure. I come from the definitely the strong and the fitness side. I've been a trainer for 5 years. I've had my own business, meanwhile trying to hold down a regular job. I currently work in an ER, so it's extremely stressful, and I see people on the worst day of their life. And actually, the reason I came back to this company, I've been doing their workouts for years, and they're written by some of the best minds in the business. I'm currently in the process of becoming a master trainer, and I'm a few certifications away, and we're talking thousands of dollars, like 5 to 7 years later of studying and CEUs and keeping my license and testing, and I'm not there yet. So that's who's writing these programs for us, and they know what they're doing, guys. They know what they're doing. So that was like I took note of that, you know, because some of these names I've been following since Tony Horton, since I started doing Pinox, and it helped me get my body into shape. And I'm a super fit nerd. Like, that's what I spend my time fantasizing about, is little teeny micro elements of nutrition and things that are just appeal to me. But I got to a point where I was super depressed. I'm seeing people either dying, coding on the way into the building, ODing every single day, you know, having a heart attack. Their family members are sick. Their kids have infections, like cut. You can just, it runs the gauntlet. And that's my 9 to 5. So I was like picking up all this energy, and I wasn't in a good place mentally myself. I'd moved states and my personal life had fallen apart, and I was like sleeping like Marta. I had went through serious depression. I was either eating myself into a coma every day or drinking too much alcohol just to fall asleep and forget. And I said, I can't do this anymore. I was in a really bad place, and I had caught one of the promotions that the premier trainer in our group had posted. I was in California visiting some relatives, and I had just happened, I was scrolling through Instagram, kind of new to Instagram because I'm way past being a millennial. And I saw this advertisement, and I said, well, why not? Let me just, you know, like, I was just in a dreamy state because I'm around people I love. And I just took a chance. And had I not taken that chance, not only has this brought me back to a happy place in myself, to me, the personal development and the business development, like when you say $4,000 to develop yourself as a professional trainer, that's cheap. We're talking less than $200 investment to get started on the most basic programs. And that includes a month's worth of nutrients. Like, I don't know if you're a supplement junkie. If you walk in any health food store, start taking L-carnitine, L-arginine, any of the B vitamins, the supplements, the protein, whether it's whey or soy or creatine or whatever you're taking, that we're now here then talking about going to the gym. You know, your gym membership is typically $1,000 for a year, or over the course of a couple of years. Then you have to have something to wear. You have to put gas in your car. Here, this is in your house. There's no reason you can't go into the other room and work out. You can't tell me you don't have 20 minutes. But to me, the personal development side has like literally probably saved my life. Like, probably saved me from being on pharmaceuticals, probably saved me from being in a really bad place. So when I met Marta and one of our other coaches, Lisa, at Summit, like, I felt like I met my family. I know that sounds crazy. I meet thousands of people a year, but I am closer to these two ladies because I watch them grow. Like, I feel like I watch my sisters grow into these beautiful people that literally wake up every day and they want to help the world be a better place. But it starts with you. So I'm sorry if that just ran way too long, but this has literally changed my life. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care how successful they perceive me. Like, I know this stuff works. I've seen it work for me. I want to share that with people. And it's only a matter of time until the right people hear about this and it works for them too. So
thank you.
Welcome.
Does anyone have any questions?
I just want to ask something. Is this when is this training gonna start?
Whenever you are ready. So you can purchase the starter kit, which Tasha was saying is less than $200. And you can start it whenever you want. We have a session where we're going to do it together as a group for anyone that decides to sign on. We're starting February 3rd. So that would be a Monday. And we like to start together as a group so that we can help you day by day if you have any questions, because the 20-day starter training that we have kind of goes through specific things that they'd like you to do so that you start to become comfortable doing a business, doing social media, doing things on Facebook and Instagram, starting a workout program and all that stuff. But I mean, if you're super busy and you needed to take a day off, no problem. It's not like you're gonna miss out on too much, because you can just come back to where you left off and continue from there. So yeah, like we try to do clumps together so that you are with someone else that started at the same time so that you can connect with them. But really, in the end, it's whatever time you want to give into it.
And where can I purchase this kit?
So You would go through the person that invited you to this. So I believe like I gave you the link for this one. And you can just message me after, and we would go through what it is that you want to work on. So like, are you more interested in doing cardio? Are you more interested in doing body lifting, body weights, and so on? And we just basically customize a kit for you, and then we would send you all the information and links that you need to get started.
Okay.
I have a question myself. So when it comes to doing, like, let's say bar, will it also give you the materials that you need, like the dumbbells for it, or do we need to purchase it ourselves?
You can choose to purchase that equipment if you need. A lot of it is not required. There's the programs have modifiers, they have intensifiers, and they have someone doing it at a regular pace. I know the bar blend is a pound, like up to 5 pounds. I'm using 2, and I can't do more than 2 because I'm dying. So I mean, even if you use like water bottles, right? Like it doesn't have to be officially expensive equipment or anything. You can choose to find equipment elsewhere if you need. What you get is the actual program. For bar blend, you get a pack of inspirational cards, affirmation cards. It gives you a nutrition plan that you can follow and a calendar that you can check off as the day goes. And if you purchase the kit with the bar blend program, you actually get access to all the older programs that we've ever done. And they all have different, calendars and different workout nutrition plans and so on like that. So you get access to everything that's come before bar.
All right. And also, I consider myself, like, I may be a younger millennial. I'm not even sure if I'm a millennial or a Gen Z, honestly.
I think it's Gen Z, yeah.
I'm a Gen Z. Ooh, okay, I'm going to just keep that. But I feel like I suck at social media. Like, I really do. Like, I don't know how to use it. And I feel like you guys will have a terrible partner in me.
You know what? We were all there. That's how we started.
Really?
If you scroll to the very bottom of my Instagram and Facebook page, oh my God, the pictures you'll see are like horrible. And the posts that I wrote were horrible. But it's something that you learn to come into yourself. You gain the confidence. And we are such an amazing group of sharing. Like anything that I put out there, you can use. Like if you find something that you liked that I did, feel free to take it, switch it around to make it more your personal story. Like just to help you out. If you like some of my photos, use my photos. Like we are here to help each other out. We're not in competition with each other. I'm not trying to do better than Tasha, and I'm not trying to do better than Anke. Like we are all in this together. So like if there's something that you need help with, you feel free to ask. Even on our Facebook pages that we have for the training and resources, you ask someone a question, all the answers come flooding through. People ask, like, can someone, help me with this post, or can someone show me a picture of their results? Because a lot of the times we want to show people that these programs work. So we ask for result pictures and they come flooding in, right? And when I first started this, I was embarrassed to take a picture of my body and be like, what? You want me to post a before picture? Are you kidding me? Like, hell no, right? So I took the picture, but I didn't post it online. But it wasn't until a month later, 2 months later, that I started to see the results. And I was so proud that I was like, yes, I am posting that picture. I'm posting my before and after picture, because even though it might have been a few inches lost, I feel great in the clothes that I'm wearing. I feel amazing. I'm so much happier. You could see it in my face. I used to just have a very mundane, slow looking kind of face. And now I'm super happy and smiling all the time. Like that's a transformation. And you build so much more confidence. So don't worry that you're not, apt to use social media. I'm learning things all the time. I'm asking my friends online too, like, whoa, where did you make that video? Or where did you get that photo? How did you make it look like this? And everyone's just so willing to share all their resources. It's just like, here you go. It's like I'm just like passing it all out, you know, like it's definitely, don't worry. And it's something that you'll definitely grow into. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys are making me excited.
And the best thing is honestly, before 30 days, so you decide to hop on with us, before 30 days, if you feel that it's not something that works for you, there's a money back guarantee, right?
Oh.
So you can choose whether to keep all the stuff and just cancel out and not do this as a business, or you can choose to like send back the stuff, get your money back and not do this, right? But I mean, a lot of people that kind of, they're not certain, they cancel out, but they keep all their stuff, but then within a month or two, they come back, right? Because they realize that, you know, it does actually help. They do find that it not only helps them personally, but, you know, just that social aspect of being able to reach out to people whenever you need.
Right. And also, it's like you're doing it the healthy way.
Oh,
and
definitely.
like when you're visibly showing people, hey, I'm eating this, I'm doing this, it makes you want to continue on going, just to prove like, hey, I can lose weight without doing those toxic diets I used to do. So yeah, I guess that's like the number one reason why I want to try this.
Definitely. And the accountability, like you said, you want to do it because you want to show other people do it. And it's like, it is very addicting, because the fact that I come on every day, there's days where I don't want to still. There is still days where I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do my workout. But then I remember I have all my friends online that are waiting to see my pictures, my videos. And like, that's what keeps me accountable. That's what gets me to come back every day.
Yeah, and you know, I agree. I love it. I think it's great. You can't go wrong with it. You don't have to go to the gym. I hate the gym. Evil flow. Don't like the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't. It's like you said. Like, you don't have to do all these weird, horrible diets. I've probably tried all of them, and you just get to enjoy it. Like, I think that's the best thing. You just enjoy it. You can't get any better than it. It's amazing. It's good fun.
How many careers and jobs are there that you can do from home, right? You can do from anywhere. I go on trips. When we went to Summit to Indianapolis, we brought our business with us. You know, in March, I'm going to Mexico, which I have to say, this business helped pay for that trip out of the income that I make. Yay, right? Yay. And I'm going to take my business with me. You guys are going to see, as long as there's Wi-Fi there, anywhere that there's Wi-Fi, you have the ability to do the workouts, to run the business, to connect with people. So, I mean, come March, you guys are going to see a whole bunch of beautiful ocean scenery and, you know, all these beautiful pictures of Mexico, because I decided to bring my business with me. And it's not like, it's not straining at all. I want to do it. I don't have to. I can leave my phone at home, but I want to do it. I want to share with you. I want everyone to see that this is what you get from it, whether it's a free trip that you earn as recognition through the business, or, you know, from the income that you make, you set aside and treat yourself with it. Like I am, you know, I'm paying for my own trip to go to Mexico with this. My husband has to pay out of his own money because he doesn't do this as much as I do. But like, to me, it's a free trip. I just made myself a trip out of this, doing what I love to do. Like, it's amazing.
It's about
I wanted to say something about the gym, ladies. Just because somebody's going to the gym, first of all, people in there are not necessarily eating healthy. They're probably depriving, either overfeeding or underfeeding their body. Doesn't mean they're using good form. It doesn't mean that there's a good mindset. And there's always that stupid competition thing. Like this is like, when I tell you this is my family, this is my family. I would do anything for any of these ladies, like in a heartbeat. If they asked me, I would stop what I was doing. If I could help you, I'm now your new resource. If you need to know something about macronutrients, or you want to know how many grams of protein should I take, I have this much muscle mass, like I'll pull out my calipers and send you super nerd equations. Like, I absolutely love this. And I have learned more nutritionally from some of our nutrition programs that I've learned in the professional trainer database. Like, I'm allowed to almost be a coach. I'm about to take that exam. But there are certain things I can't speak about. I can't write grocery lists. I mean, this gives you what to put on what to buy at the store, how to make it, how you put it together, how to think about the proportions of what you're eating. They don't teach you that even as a professional. Much less do they have like these resources like that. You know, we have monthly groups where you can talk to the nutritionist and the designer of these programs. You don't have access to that. Not even as a professionally licensed professional, not even in the medical field. I couldn't walk up to one of those doctors and be like, so sir, do you think you could? No, they don't have time for that. They're not trying to talk to me. Like, I just don't I guess my point is, don't underestimate the resources at your access. Just because they don't cost a lot of money, don't underestimate how powerful these tools are. That's all.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm sorry, who actually likes the gym? I don't. Oh, Tash, you're not meant to agree.
See, I went on a trip. I went to a hotel, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to go down to the gym and do a workout. And I didn't know how to use half the equipment in the hotel gym. But what did I do? I brought my cell phone and I streamed the workout and I worked out in the gym. So, I mean, I still went to a gym, but I did my own little thing.
Do you know what? I've literally, for the past like however many years I can remember since being able to do my own gym membership, I've signed up at the beginning of the year and I've quit within a month. And I think one reason I've done it probably for the past like 5 or 6 years is because I work in Oxford and like place in England, and it's like student city. You go in after work and there's students everywhere, and they're either using a machine that they're just sat on and talking to their friend, or they're there taking selfies, and I'm like, you clearly don't want to be here, leave. And they just run over everything, which is why I'm glad that I can come home, I can stick my laptop up, put my Netflix of fitness programs on, and be able to do it slightly with the cat in the way, but no interruptions, no weird person in the background trying to take selfies or laugh about like what happened in their tutor class. And it's absolutely love it. You just have unlimited amount of resources. You do it when you want. You're not being judged because you don't know how to sort out the weights on a machine or how to turn a treadmill on, which I have been that person because our treadmills are really weird over here. Like, they have different settings and I couldn't get one to work. But you just press play on your laptop and you're done. And thankfully with the program at the moment, you just use really light weights because it is really hard work. So yeah.
And you don't even need a bar. Like, you can use just a tabletop or a chair to hold on to, right? I had my husband build me one. But like, cause like the real ones, a real bar costs like over $700. And so I had my husband go to the hardware store, buy a couple of plastic tubings, and he made me one for like $60, right? Or like at the beginning, you just use a chair. And a lot of the equipment, the programs, you don't need a lot of equipment. And if you do, you can always purchase it for a cheaper price elsewhere if you want. Or, I mean, I looked at some of the equipment that we have on our website, and it is cheaper through us than it is through Amazon. So it's, and I like the fact that too, you get the sense that you're working out with a group of people, but you're not out in public. So we sometimes do workouts where we stream it like we are right now, and we do the workouts together, or you can just choose to do the workout on your own at home and just talk about it on one of our challenge groups after and say, hey, I did this workout, it was great, my muscles are sore, oh, my butt is really burning. But you don't need to necessarily show us everything all the time, especially if at first you're a little nervous about, sharing things about yourself in social media. At some point in time throughout the training, it's going to ask you to come out of your comfort zone and do something super scary and post your first post about your most, your reason why you started. But you get to build up to that point. And as the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. When we first did one of our live sessions on Instagram, I think I stuttered so many times, but that's fine. Whatever. I will do it again and again until I get better at it. And the thing is that people are looking up to you, and they don't notice your silly mistakes, and they don't notice the picture. They don't see it like you see it. You might see the picture and be like, oh my God, I look terrible. Or this is so silly. Oh, my hair looks bad that day. They don't see that. They're inspired by you. They look up to you because you're doing something that they wish they could do. And the fact that you then reach out to them and say, hey, I saw that you liked my photo. If you want to talk with me, I can tell you how it is that I do this. You can do it on your own. You don't need to have a lot of stuff, money or equipment, whatever. Like, they are amazed that someone like you can do it because they want to do it. And we're just regular people. I mean, we've just decided that we want to put ourselves first, our health first. And honestly, it shouldn't really be a choice. And if you think about it in the end, like, why should I have to set aside time for my health? It should already be something that's important for all of us. And like Tasha was saying, that, to become a professional licensed coach, personal trainer, a master trainer or chef, or whatever, like, you are putting thousands of dollars into your training to go through the education, to go through college and university. And you have the opportunity to have all that same resource offered to you for less than $200 as an investment, right? And the fact that if you are able to help 3 people a month, you've made back your investment. So right there, you just make back what you've spent to make your life a lot better. And as the monthly costs come out, when you decide to, if you decide to keep with the superfood shake that we have, or you decide to get anything else that we have available on our website, it's totally your choice of what you want to purchase. But it's all that stuff works. Like, I can't even address how much my life has changed by using these products and these programs. But every time that you help someone, you are not only paying yourself back, but you're making on top of that. So I mean, the potential in this business is immense. We've had people that became wellness coaches, started off like us doing it part-time, and as they built their groups, they decided to quit their jobs and do this full-time because they're actually making an income that's sustainable for them to work from home. Then there's the top coaches, which always get recognized at Summit. So if you ever choose to come with us to Summit, you will see the top coaches. They're making 7-figure incomes just by working on Instagram and on Facebook, sharing their journeys, helping people. They're making 7-figure incomes. Like, that's ridiculous. It's insane. And it's not a fable. It's not, something that's not attainable. It's so attainable, but it's just a matter of how much you want to put into it and how dedicated you are. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It takes business. I mean, it takes time to work this business. So if you think of any job opportunity that you've ever had, you don't just walk into a business and be like, yeah, I'm CEO, right? No, you start at the bottom and you work your way up, and you slowly work your way up, and you get better at it, and you get promoted, and you so on like that. So it's the same like this, but we've had people that have fast-tracked it for sure because they decided to dedicate so much of their passion and time to it that they fast-tracked it. And then there's people that decide to take it slowly because that's how they want to run it. So it's totally up to you however many hours you want to put into it, how much effort you want to put into it, when you want to do it. There's some people that just do it on the weekends. There's some people that do it an hour a day. There's some people that decided, like, if they don't have a job and they're sitting at home anyway, so maybe you're like a stay-at-home mother, or you're a student on summer break or whatever. I mean, you have so much time in the world that you can just dedicate to doing this, and you will definitely reap the rewards with it. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's about it. So
I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything. Unless anyone's got any other questions, I did have a couple of questions written down, but we've covered it all. And yeah, as we said, like, if there's anything anybody wants to know, like, whoever reached out to you, reach back to that person and just ask as many questions as you like. And as you said, like, it is a fantastic opportunity, and it costs like next to nothing compared to what I hear that you guys pay for the gym and everything over there. Like, scares the living daylights out of me. But I know, like, over here it can be anywhere between £300 and £400 a year, which is a lot of money over here. So when you're spending under $200 or whatever it is over here, it's nothing, because you get so much in it. So yeah, does anyone have any other questions before? Oh yeah, go.
All right, so is it like, do I have to pay it monthly, or do I just pay it one time? Monthly, right?
The first initial amount would be for the entire kit.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, so it would be 160 US, it's 186 Canadian, and then I believe it's 160 pounds. Yeah. And you get the entire kit with that. And then after monthly, you can choose to continue with the superfood shakes, which I have to say are 80% of the results. Or you can switch that out for any of the other stuff we have. We have like energy drinks, we have nutrition bars, you can purchase outfits, you know, whatever it is. But there's a monthly coach fee, just so that Beachbody is able to basically certify you as a coach. You have your back office business area where, you know, they'll show you how much you make. They're able to then deposit money into your bank account. So they have to have, like, there's a processing fee for all that. So that's included in a monthly fee. I believe it's $15.
15 a month.
$15.99 a month UK, $15.99 or $18.99 Canadian.
Yeah, to stay on as a coach. And so for me, I purchase the shakes monthly, and so I get 30 shakes a month, which kind of comes out to about less than $4 a day. And I pay Canadian is about 130 a month for those shakes. But you could choose whatever other things we have on there. And to be a coach, to have the business, you do need to, like, be using the products to be able to show the results. So, but you get to choose whatever products it is that you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's like additional products that you want as well. Like we all use the Shakeology. I love the recovery. That is actually my favorite. I hate powdery shakes, especially chocolate, but this stuff is, I said this previously on one of my other sneak peeks, is the bomb. Like, this stuff is amazing. I could just drink it all day. It's gorgeous. And the Shakeology is exactly the same. You don't get that horrible, with like protein shakes or health shakes or anything, you get usually like a chalky texture.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. And the nutrition bars, I think I actually have about 6 or 7 boxes out on my table because I'm obsessed with them. Like, I know we all post about them all the time anyway, and like, my husband uses his account, but I steal his stuff. He doesn't get to use it. I'll use it because he doesn't even work out, so I pinch it. But it is amazing products, and it's nothing like I've ever used before. I don't know, like, Tasha, you've done fitness for a lot longer, so I don't know how you compare to everything.
I'm gonna say that, like, I'm hooked on, don't laugh, I'm hooked on the vegan. Actually, I do, all my shakes are vegan. And I recently just had some pretty serious medical stuff done. And the only reason I wasn't anemic is because vegans usually suffer from like B6, B12, like niacin and thiamine. Or that was B1 and B3. Anyway, I didn't have anemia because of this shake that I drink every single day. I think I've missed less than 5 days since I started last August. And I know, I can tell, because the minute I don't drink it, I'm like, oh, I'm craving ice cream, or I'm craving some kind of nonsense. It puts my blood sugar in order, like all my micronutrients, like the little tiny vitamins we take every day. This stuff is amazing. And I don't know about the other ladies, but I've tried almost everything. The Recover's outstanding. I like the plant-based better than the whey-based. It tastes better. My muscle mass has increased, which I don't know, we're talking like micromillimeters of improvement, but I've never looked better. Even when I was working 6 hours a day on the gym floor, I didn't look like this. You know what I mean? I just finished the work and now I'm doing bar, which is, I'm ridiculous at this program, but it's working. Like, I know I look uncoordinated, but it's astounding. Like, I'm getting results, and I would dare say I'm a professional. So the products are no joke. Like, if you get on your computer and you look up consumer reports, this stuff has been tested like by outside companies. It matches like all the Olympic testing standards, like the no doping standards internationally. Like, this stuff is no joke. Like, the amount of money and research and time and love that's been put into this company, I dare you to find better resources. So.
And for $4 a day, that's what it comes out to be, $4 a day. So, I mean, if you go to a Starbucks for a coffee latte, which is like loaded in sugar, right? You can have one of these shakes in replacement, and not only does it taste good, tastes like, there's vanilla, there's strawberry, there's chocolate, we come out with special ones like peppermint mocha, there's a cafe latte, depending where are you, like if you're in the UK, US, whatever. I mean, these taste amazing. I have them every morning. I have them every time I crave something. I'll have a shake, and I know I'm not going to end up eating a bag of chips instead for $4. Like, I mean, try to go anywhere else to any of the superfood stores that you have and buy like a milkshake or a shake from them. You're probably paying $6 to $10 a shake, and this is $4 a day. So, I mean, when you get the bill, it sometimes seems like, ooh, $130 Canadian a month. But honestly, if you break it down per day, I mean, you're saving money in the end, because I don't go to get my Starbucks coffee anymore. I drive by McDonald's, and I never have a craving to stop for fries and a burger anymore. When I go out with my friends, I don't even want to buy the sugary cocktails and daiquiris anymore. I'm totally cool with having like a low calorie beer, maybe a vodka and tonic. And then, I'll come home and I'll have a shake and I feel great. I don't even have the cravings to want the bad stuff anymore. I mean, with the Starbucks latte, I'd be done drinking it and then instantly I'm still thirsty because of all the sugar and whatever they add into it. So, I mean, this stuff's like, I can't say it. I threw out all the supplements and mineral vitamins and everything that my doctor had subscribed to me because I don't need it anymore from the shake. I don't get sick anymore. I mean, my husband right now is upstairs, sniffling, blowing his nose and coughing a little. And I'm like, not me. Have one of my shakes. Like, if it's a consistent thing, if you do it daily, you will see amazing results.
All right.
That's probably true, actually, because I kind of makes sense why I have the flu. I'm waiting for my next lot of Shakeology to come through.
Right.
So that kind of makes sense why I have the sniffles and I have a chesty cough, is because I haven't had anything for a week. So and also probably understands why I had a cocktail the other day. It tastes good though. But it craves it, and it's like you said, it's like $4 a day for you over there, and like that's like £3 a day for us, because our coffees are probably average about £3, and I am guilty for having a coffee, but like actually when I do compare to the days that when I have a coffee, like I'm still thirsty after, I'm hungry, compared to when we have the Shakeology, it fills you up and it tastes good and it hydrates you and it gives you all those nutrients and everything, and it does fill a hole, so you're all good until you have like a snack, as in like your beach bar or some fruit or vegetables or whatever you decide to snack on. You can add sugar. Really? It's actually a thing. I didn't know that. Ooh.
Oh, there's so many recipes online too that you can use the shake, that powder that we have, and make like desserts. You can make brownies, you can make muffins, you can make cakes. Like it's not just, you don't just have to drink it. Like you can add it to your baking and make dessert. And then like, what diet plan out there says have dessert, right? Like most diet plans are like, stay away from the sweets, stay away from the sugars. This stuff is sweet on its own without the added extra sugar, and it tastes good and it keeps you fuller. So I mean, if you're having a craving and you made like little brownie balls out of the shake, you can go have something sweet. You can have that brownie shakes and feel good about yourself. I had, a sweet tooth, have a little bit of that, and I feel good because I actually ate something that's healthy, and I don't feel bad for, having a slice of cheesecake or a bag of chips. Like, it's amazing the things that you can do with this stuff, and the recipes that come along with the nutrition plans. There's like so many different ways of cooking chicken. I didn't know. I only usually baked it. But the different vegetables that to pair up with the chicken and the different like it's overwhelming almost in a way. Like all this information coming at you at once, it can feel overwhelming, and you're like, I don't know what it is I'm doing. I don't know what to do with all this, but just know that like you can take your time with it, but you could try a little bit here and there and whatever and pick out what you like. And it's just, there's so much available for the amount that you pay to start and for the monthly amount in the end. Like I don't think any other business, any other gym would ever offer this. Even if you paid for a gym membership. So like we were saying, a gym membership in Canada for me costs about $300 a month. That's for me to go and use the facilities by myself without even knowing how to use the equipment. If I wanted to learn how to use the equipment, I would have to hire a personal trainer, which would be an extra $100 a week on top of my $300 gym membership, right? So, I mean, this is ridiculous. For that $300, that's almost 3 months worth of this for me. So to me, in the end, the math, it adds up to be way more valuable.
Great.
I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming online today. This has been amazing, and I really do hope that we've answered all your questions and that you're somewhat have a better understanding about what it is we do and why we choose to do it, and like maybe help inspire you guys. We probably most likely will be posting a copy of this on our pages. So if you have anyone that you feel would benefit from watching this, I know it's about an hour long now, but like just look at all the information we got, right? So feel free to rewatch this. Feel free to share it with anybody that you know. If you want, you can refer them to us, or you can actually start building your own client base, right? So it's definitely whatever is ours is yours in this business. So feel free to share anything that we have on our pages, and feel free to also reach out to whichever mentor and coach invited you on.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, great having you all. It's been a great session. So exciting, honestly. And like Marta said, like just refer people, like pass it on, and like your video, and we can always put like a bullet point breakdown of everything anyway. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming.
Hi.
Yeah.